Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
Major.
Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
Major.
And I'm Robbie.
I'm Matt.
Loki, episode 3.
Oh, he didn't just say Matt this time.
Matt.
Yeah, that's usually that's been your
defeated
intro
Matt.
like every episode. Just Matt.
There should be a super cut of Matt intros. Just Matt.
And it's just like put to the the theme of Mortal Kombat. Matt.
I like it.
Zeitgeist Zealots!
Matt.
There's another intro.
Matt.
I can't wait for Matt to clip this and then secretly like set it up on his phone and then play this like when he's entering the lovemaking bedroom and his wife's just like, what is happening?
Really
comes in like a WWE wrestler with a theme song.
Or if he edits it when it's Matt's turn. It just
Okay, so Loki episode 3.
No, let's do
really
Gen
bad,
V.
right?
Let's do Gen V first since we only have Matt.
Well,
for
Gen V.
time.
Did Matt not see Loki?
I've seen episode 3 of Loki.
Okay.
I didn't see the new one that just got released.
Episode
haven't seen
4 is I thought it came out Wednesday.
Yeah, we should release this episode on Sunday, but
we should release this episode at 9:01. So everyone clicking on it thinks it's the latest episode. Psych, we're a week behind. I had a newborn.
Before we go into episode 3, though, because I wasn't here last week, I just wanted to give a quick critique of what I felt was wrong with episode 2. And that is, they have all this buildup for a very significant event where they prune God knows how many timelines. And it's supposed to be this very big thing. And it's literally 3 minutes towards the end of them doing a quick battle and then running away, and then it's over with.
Yeah, and it's in the warehouse from Spider-Man 2.
A terrible
falling apart.
But it's supposed to be like this big, huge event, and they devote no time whatsoever. It's just like, okay, yeah, that happened, cool. And then episode 3 starts. It's like, oh, that happened. Let's forget about it then.
World's Fair, but we're not going to see H.H. Holmes.
All right, we stopped them for what we could.
I mean, they literally could have stopped all those murders, and they decided to chase around.
And then, so let me get this straight. Renslayer was about to kill Kang or Loki. Renslayer was about to kill Kang, and Sylvie
multiple times
interrupts. I'm talking about the very end. Yeah, multiple times. But at the very end, Sylvie tries to kill Kang. She's got the prototype bug zapper, right? And then Sylvie busts in, knocks them all down, and then attempts to kill Kang herself, only to not kill Kang.
That's episode 3.
So
whoops. All right. So episode 2 is so memorable, guys. My bad.
So I'm guessing they're retconning Kang's origin. He's no longer a descendant of Reed Richards, apparently.
Which, I mean, I don't know if you could tell by the color of his skin, but I don't think he's going to be the same color as Jim's. Jim and Pam are not going to make a King the Conqueror that way.
Well, first of all, Nathaniel Richards is a descendant from the 30th century or 31st, I guess, if they're trying to keep it. But yeah, look at all Thomas Jefferson's descendants. They're not all white either. So
touche.
Wait,
are you saying that Jim from The Office was a slave owner?
What?
What?
No, I'm saying Thomas Jefferson has black descendants because, I mean, maybe not all of them are named Jefferson. I'm sure.
I'm sure none of them were allowed to take his name. I'm sure that was like a family secret for a long time.
I think a lot of. I mean, this is not controversial, but like actually happened. But like slaves would take the names of their owners.
Oh yes.
All the time, yeah.
But I think if you are cheating on your wife with a slave, you're probably not gonna be like, yes, that bastard can take my last. I mean, that's the whole point of a bastard is not being able to take the last name because they're born out of wedlock.
Well, my point is like between like 10 centuries, I'm pretty sure a white man could have a black descendant.
Oh, for sure. I think they could do that today.
I just don't. I'm wondering if they. I mean, like probably like over like maybe 2 or 3 generations, you could like have like a white guy, and if he married like a black woman, and he had a son. And that
Michael
son
Jackson
married a
did it
black
in one
woman.
generation.
Yeah, so I mean,
Thank you.
but
you bring up a good point though, Forrest. How I didn't even think about this, but they are retconning Kang now, his origin story.
Are they just thinking?
I knew it until you mentioned it. Now I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Like I didn't even.
Does Marvel literally not think that people won't buy that he's Reed Richards' descendant? Because I mean, Major obviously just thought that until I convinced him otherwise. So I'm just wondering if Marvel. People are too stupid.
No, not from the 31st. Oh no, I mean there's infidelity that I think Disney Plus won't touch on. And I think
there doesn't need to be infidelity. It just needs to have just a few 2 or 3 generations.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Just carry on the last name. Oh yeah, 100%.
I just think it's laziness because they still have to introduce Reed Richards and try to tie him into Kang, and this is just easier to not do it. And it's more sexy and exciting to have Kang's own origin story over here and Reed Richards over here. I just think it's lazy writing. They don't want to tie it all together.
Yeah, because Secret Wars was going to introduce the Fantastic Four, I think, or what was going to come out first, the Fantastic Four reboot or the Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty. I'm not sure because Jonathan Majors probably going to be Kang for much longer. They're going forward with the trial.
It's going to get the old Justin Roiland treatment.
Crazy news. The accuser was actually arrested recently for assault and criminal mischief.
Oh, so, I thought that was I thought she was arrested for the Jonathan Majors incident. The charges.
No, apparently this is
today.
They're not going to charge her at all, but apparently there's a second incident. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll go to jail, but I mean, it's probably
violence
begets violence. But yeah,
guys, violence begets violence. Remember that. Carry love in your heart. Give hugs, not drugs. Do hugs, not drugs.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the World Fair? I mean, it was really the set piece whole episode? Were really good.
Let's do overall.
Well, I just I like and hate how they transitioned, because they show her putting the book into Kang's window, and then we're on the same site, and now there's the World's Fair here. And they kind of transition that with Morbius going, oh yeah, the Great Fire doesn't happen until 1871. Yeah, and so that was
bad writing. Oh, what are we doing here?
That was
Nothing's happened. Let's move forward.
Well, so the issue I think is how do we explain that his house is here 1 minute and then now it's the World's Fair, and I think that was added after the fact. And so it's another.
They stop at the window,
and also they tear houses down all the time. So I mean, they didn't even need that line of dialogue.
Exactly.
And before she dropped the book off, it said it was the sacred timeline, and then 30 years later, when it's a very timeline. It says branch timeline.
Or
I don't even pay attention to that source
because it branched because she put the thing in his windowsill.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. He writes the book, but then he has the book delivered to him so he can read it.
Now, see what
bootstrap fallacy, everybody. Bootstrap fallacy.
What I don't understand, and maybe this is happening in this podcast too, because everyone online seems to be fucking losing their mind, not being I never for a second thought Victor Timely was not Kang. I'll do that without double negatives. I always thought Victor Timely was Kang, or He That Remains, or he at the end of the last show.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's I thought this was gonna be a variant, but maybe this actually is. And it's no, guys, why? Just think about it for even a half a second. Why would Renslayer miss minutes? Why would this TV show, this limited series TV show, focus on a variant that doesn't matter to him? Right? He's obviously if you're gonna give instructions to save or to grow, to mentor one Kang variant, wouldn't
isn't it yourself? For himself?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I'm watching
that's him. Victor Timely is
Screen Crush, heavy spoilers, new rock stars, and they're all scratching their heads well, maybe this is a different guy, and I'm over here yeah, you idiots. What is that?
He's got it in his own loop.
Yeah, I understand making videos for content and stuff, but at some point, dude, you just need to
them bombing all those timelines is pretty much part of his plan.
Shit writing though, never forget that.
No, speaking of shit writing, the scene where the robber barons come in and they're like, "I'll buy your machine for $500 because I'm evil."
I love how they're called robber barons. They're called robber barons.
Or give him the rights
and the subtitles.
Yeah. Now, here's what I understand. He's given the TVA, and we've seen the TVA has schematics and blueprints of all of the equipment. So why, if this guy has a manual of how to create shit from the future that actually works, why is he some kind of con man? Also, the only writing I did like in this entire show so far is that
they don't have the technology.
Is a huge con man. Yeah, but like, dude, if you have a manual, like, they have some technology. He's able to make the loom, right? So why make pants that will make you grow taller?
Did it work? I think he just
because
they came out. Yeah, they came out with like another wire. I was guessing he had it hooked up to another power source. That was part of his con.
Oh, I see. That's what happens. If the show was written better, I wouldn't be on my phone so much. I wouldn't.
Yeah, they didn't straight up explain it. They just had one of the people angrily coming out. I guess that's what I assume that.
So there's
I think you're right on that. That makes
that was sense. When he said it. That like, all right, we gotta go.
So the pants that supposed to make him taller.
Yeah.
Is that a Stiltman? Is that a Stiltman reference?
With this, the writers in this show, probably not. You know what else?
Stiltman's ancestor.
Let's talk about
who was black.
Right when we get to the Chicago World's Fair, Owen Wilson, Mobius's character, and Loki, they come across an Asgardian themed bar. And he's like, "Oh, Loki, sometimes I forget you're a god." And it's like, "Oh yeah, so do the fucking writers on this show." Like, this guy Loki is so underpowered. He is not the Loki of pre-Avengers or even
apparently
one. Balder Brave up there.
Apparently, Balder doesn't exist in Asgard, even though I think he was supposed to be played by Daniel Craig in Multiverse of Madness.
One of the YouTube videos was like they were gonna have him in there, but
never give up. Always
like the actor dropped out.
Well, he's like the only major like Thor supporting character we haven't seen in any of the movies, which is kind of like, which is sort of a shame because this show really could have explored all the stuff.
Who's the horse guy?
Wasn't explored in the Thor movies. The horse guy?
Yeah.
Sleipnir?
No, Matt knows.
He
was in
Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, that's it. Yeah. Beta Ray Bill.
They might be saving him for I think I read that Thor 5 is moving forward without Taika Waititi, thankfully.
Thank goodness.
So which is kind of strange. I think Beta Ray Bill would probably be up his alley. But
hey, I love Taika. Thanks for saving the franchise for Thor, but dude, just go have threesomes now. You've become too popular and you've lost it. Also, keep up the great work on HBO.
What does he do? What he does in the shadows is the name of his porn. His amateur porn.
It's not in the shadows. Not if TMZ's snapping pictures of it. It's out in daylight, son. It's out on the balcony, not in the shadows.
Well, they'll turn the night cam on. So, like, what? Yeah,
Speaking
what
of night cam,
who I do in the shadows. There we go. That's
there you go. Speaking of night cam, we get this attack scene where Sylvie attacks Victor Timely.
The only thing her character
and it's so like they're like on like the first Ferris wheel, and it's the fight, if you want to call it that,
of all time,
is so boring, and all the visual effects have been done literally on an iPhone 11, like little green balls of smoke like hurling at each other. It's like little plasma puffs, like dude, so bad.
Can I say the acting too, where he's pretending to be scared and like lost? It's so phoned in.
I hate it.
It was bad.
I talked about this last episode. But so I originally loved how Jonathan Majors played he there all that remains. Ooh, metal fan. He that remains at the end at the end of time. Because I thought that was a great way to portray a man who has seen it all literally, and he's like slowly losing his mind and he's gone crazy. But now he just seems like a one-trick pony. Like, we're going back in time to like, you know, the 18100 or 18 whatevers. And he's still playing the same way. He's still this crazy fucking loon, also a con man. I still enjoyed that. But like, he's still talking like an egocentric, like lunatic, like he's seen it all at the end of time. And I was like, oh, this guy just has one note. I thought this was acting. This is literally clown school because he went to clown school.
In real life?
Yeah, to get this role, he went to clown school to study.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys know that Kang wasn't supposed to be the big bad of this next phase? That recently came out in that book behind the scenes with Marvel or whatever. It's like blowing up everywhere. Lots of expose interviews behind the scenes of how the rise and fall of Marvel, I think it's called. But it basically, Kang was not supposed to be the next big bad. It was only his reception at the end of Loki season
I did hear
1 that the Marvel once again read too much into things and made a bad business decision and shifted and put all of their colors on, or all their.
Well, Kang is like the most prominent villain in the Avengers comics. So I mean they couldn't use him. And they couldn't use him because they didn't have the rights from Fox.
That doesn't change the fact.
Well, I still have one question. Where is Mephisto?
Yeah. Well, he's not really. I mean, he has fought the Avengers. But
Ironheart.
King is like literally.
He's an Ironheart.
Like
2025.
I think they would have used King earlier. I think if they had the rights to him, but they decided to just go ahead with Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet. But they always should have had King as a bad guy in an Avengers movie, but they just haven't adapted him very well. Or they're just adapting him.
Kang should be like a 30-year character that they never can beat, because he's a time traveler, right? But like he never should have been bad.
Well, they should have introduced him in a Fantastic Four movie to show that the connection between him and Reed Richards, even though like he fights the Avengers.
But where's the Fantastic Four movie? Marble, Forrest. Where's the Fantastic Four movie?
So, really quick before I jump off, I'm very disappointed so far in this season. It's very lackluster and boring. And it sucks because I love the actors involved, and at times they bring a lot, but the writing is hampering them in, the set design is hampering them, the special effects is hemming them in, and it's a yawn fest so far.
Yeah, I agree.
What did y'all think? I don't like they're giving like Miss Minutes like a backstory. I mean, she was like a fun little mascot, but they're kind of giving her an entire character.
I find it.
Yeah,
now she's a creepy sex offender.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, she's she's
apparently
her.
Tara Strong. Well, it's funny. Tara Strong got in trouble for making anti-Israel comments this week, and she got fired. She got fired from one of her jobs.
She voices Miss Minutes.
Yeah. So apparently, like Jonathan Majors, Tara Strong. Next thing we know, like Tom Hiddleston flashed somebody. We're gonna find out. It's like all these actors.
Hey,
Rowan Wilson makes racist comments.
A gentleman until proven otherwise.
Owen Wilson makes like racist comments or something like that online.
Everyone goes, wow. Yes.
Wow. So yeah. But it's gonna be an awkward next 3 episodes because Jonathan Majors is gonna feature heavily in those. So
God, I hope he has to punch Sylvie. That'd be awkward. Because she's a woman, get it, guys? He beats up women, allegedly.
It's basically just an Ezra Miller situation. Like they've already invested so much, they can't redo it, and they can't just like. It's funny because Kevin Spacey was
whole planet. Galactus. Let me tell you, Galactus comes in. No, just eats that whole planet of Kangs, and you forget about this fucking alleged female abuser, and we move on with our lives.
Probably. I mean, that'd be hilarious.
I think that's the best way to do it. Let me ask you this:
or have Deadpool
after
and Wolverine
Endgame
kill all of them?
After Endgame, should they have just rebooted? Since the merger with Fox was about to complete, all right, the ink was drying. Should they just been like, guys, we did the greatest movie feat of all time, 23 amazing movies.
Stop while you're
Stop there, and then like, hey guys, we just reacquired all the Marvel properties, like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and now should they have just done a hard reboot after Endgame? Yeah, I think so
too. Apparently they're trying to generate more interest in the Marvels, which is coming out, I think, next week or 2 weeks from now. And they leaked quotation marks or accidentally in quotation marks.
Spoilers.
A possible cameo.
You're not watching this movie. No one's watching this movie, listener. We know.
I won't give it away, but I'll give you a hint. Blue Fraser. Beast. Kelsey Grammer's Beast is going to cameo.
Gross. Why?
Because
that's as dumb as what's the Star Wars the Rebels character who cameoed
Ezra Bridger?
No, the monster. He cameoed in
Cad Bane?
No, it was in Boba Fett. It was
Cad Bane.
It wasn't Cad Bane. It was on the Rebel squad. It was Zed. There you go, Zeb. Remember Zeb, the pink furry monster? Nope. Okay, exactly. Nope. He was there for 5 seconds, but he looked so good. Everyone was like, he's surely going to be in.
But everyone,
and he wasn't.
It's going to lead into Deadpool 3, I think, because
I hope Deadpool kills this universe. I hope Deadpool makes fun of woke culture for 90 minutes.
I hope Beast has his dad move in and his psychiatrist brother gives him shit for 3 movies. I'm just doing the plot from Frasier. I'm not very creative today.
Isn't the Pandaverse coming out?
You should go with like a foot fetish thing if that's what you want. If you want to go for some low-hanging fruit.
For what? Who has
for fetish? Beast got some feet.
Oh. Well, I didn't notice that, but teach his own. I thought if you had mentioned Bob, if you mentioned Bob Odenkirk, because he apparently does follow like a foot fetish page on Instagram.
What?
Yeah,
that's absurd.
So there's like,
all right, so Loki.
There's all these Better Call Saul memes with Saul's character having a foot fetish, something like that. So, anyway,
hey, you know why that happens?
Beast.
You know why that happens?
Why?
The clump, the neurons in your brain responsible for sexual pleasure and orgasms, is right next to the clump of neurons in your brain for the feelings.
That enjoys Better Call Saul.
For the feelings in your feet. And so sometimes your orgasms neurons fire and they explode and they fire so much that they reach out and they actually connect synapses to the feet neurons. So
So it's not Bob's fault.
So look, that man just came really hard while accidentally looking at some feet, and an accidental association took place. It's not his fault.
So maybe the page was called Better Call Soul.
I knew there was a foot joke in there. Soul, Better Call Soul. Clip it.
So he's just like he's looking at that because he's just trying to support Better Call Saul fans.
Yeah. Hey, if he has a problem, should he call Dr. Scholl's?
Yeah. I mean, he should.
There you go. Nailed it. All right. Look at this back and forth. Speaking of back and forth, do you want to go to Gen V or do we want to finish?
Yeah, I don't even care about like Loki episode 4. There's like nothing that like intrigues me to keep watching it. I mean, Victor Timely's at the TVA.
Oh, I've got a ton of notes. We're gonna just go through this. What do you guys think about Ravonna and Timely? I have Kissing Ravonna and Timely sitting in a. Oh wait, she's got yeeted off of a ferry. I thought that was great. Victor Timely seems to have what do you call it? Commitment issues. He is totally against partnerships.
We'll see. I mean, it just seems like such a waste because they're dropping Jonathan Majors. It seems pretty obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the bad. They're not gonna make another Ezra Miller. I mean, it wasn't Marvel who did it, but they saw the Ezra Miller situation blow up, like standing by an actor who's having legal troubles for like a pretty heinous crimes. It's not good for business. Yes, so they're probably gonna make that same mistake with Jonathan Majors.
But when does Disney ever do anything good for business? I mean, their shareholders would definitely agree with that jab. Before we wrap it up, what do you guys think? So at the end of the scene, at the end of the episode, we have again just piss poor, god awful writing, right? And I just want to just emphasize how bad the writing is. And she's like, "Oh, you shouldn't share secrets with someone like." I know a secret that'll make you mad. Do you want to know it? And then just zoom out. I fucking hate the writing.
Oh yeah, I completely.
And then
forgot.
Just cut to the next episode.
That's basically like Negan. That's basically Negan. That's Negan holding the bat over the camera, and like next time.
Yes. On fucking.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I care so little. I care so little what the secret is. I care
cares
not at all.
So little. Okay,
it's not going to be remotely.
No you know what? I like it, Forrest. I say fuck the writing so bad that. Oh, okay. I was going to say fuck the writing so bad we won't even.
There is no way The Secret is going to be remotely interesting.
But Robbie, do you have an idea? Do you have a theory about what The Secret could be?
Well, with The Secret, I have no idea, but I'm curious.
She's his wife.
She has a penis. I knew it.
So, all right, Gen V. Let's just move on to another show. This was a much better episode.
Speaking of having a penis, Gen V season 1, episode 6, Jumanji.
Someone's mad they got their penis blown up.
Something like that.
Well, he was
directed.
In this episode.
It was directed by Rachel Goldberg. Written by Evan Goldberg. What did you guys think about this episode?
So it was the bottle episode, I guess. They were
bottle episode.
There was a pointless Soldier Boy cameo.
Not pointless. Hilarious.
Pointless.
The best part of this episode.
I like it. Yeah, that was the best
part of this episode because it wasn't Soldier Boy. It was Soldier Boy in her mind. So
it's it's the
Soldier Boy,
imaginary friend, but
it seemed a bit forced. It seemed a bit forced to me.
Pretty much imaginary boyfriend.
This whole season is a little forced, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, but this was more so.
Yes. But I agree. No, I did not like this. This taste.
I saw it as more like a comedic reference.
This felt a lot like the Ed Sheeran cameo in Game of Thrones. You're like, what is this even doing here? This is taking me out of the scene right now.
I'm pretty sure it was like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, a lot of the scenes were all serious, and then
and he's like,
no, that was at the beginning.
That was the beginning. He's like, on the but okay. You want to talk about bad writing? He's like, guys, all you need to do to get out of here, and then he just like explodes or whatever and dies. It's like,
it's gonna make you mad. It's like the secret thing.
To get it. Like,
what
is secret?
It could have been a cool bottle episode. It was a good concept, poorly executed.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos saw the first 5 episodes and he was like, all right, we gotta get someone from the boys in here to like generate interest. He's basically the Beast. What Beast is the Marvels? What Soldier Boy is this Gen B?
A racist?
It was Is Beast a racist? Yeah, blue people only.
Blue Lives Matter.
Blue power.
Blue Lives Matter.
I was not going to say that.
There's a hashtag already, buddy.
I was not
going to hashtag.
Blue Lives Matter.
That's not.
Oh my gosh! Can we make a shirt? Can we make a
say
shirt
blue
with
power.
Beast? A Beast on like a black shirt. Hashtag Blue Lives, or just Blue Lives Matter. It's just got Beast on the front, like X-Men.
It is Beast, Nightcrawler, the Avatar.
Avatar people. The guy from Mystique, the guy from Black Panther 2. Named Thrawn. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Blue Lives Matter. I feel like we can just make this a meme and get Disney canceled tomorrow. Like, what's up with all this at Disney? Blue Lives Matter, Thrawn. This is all
Blue Beetle.
Let me see what comes up if I just heard Blue Lives Matter.
The Frost Giants. Anyway, so I guess Loki would count as a blue person because he's technically a Frost Giant. I was kind of hoping like eventually he would go back to Frost Giant.
Talking about cops with blue lives.
Yeah, Rob. That's the whole point.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, it's already a hashtag.
I was so sucked into like the characters. I was like,
you were like, yes, blue characters matter. Oh wait, blue.
I thought it was funny. Just like, well,
yeah, I'm wondering how's the new Frasier reboot doing on Rotten Tomatoes because maybe like Kelsey Grammer's like, ooh, I need the Beast. I need this Beast thing to work out because Frasier's not going to last much longer.
Use that joke.
Anyway, so.
Damn it, my bad. Hold on.
So Gen V.
I looked at Rotten
Soldier
Tomato.
Boy.
Hold on, I'm looking at Rotten Tomato.
Rotten Tomato.
Thank you. 58% critic score, 83% audience score.
Those Cheers fans are loyal.
Oh wow! The new Loki episode tonight has an 89%. That can't be true.
Critics or audience?
89%. Critics, 87% audience. However, I want to point out at the time of this recording, the episode is not over. This is some bullshit. You gotta watch out for these ratings.
Oh yeah, because it comes out like what on like 9 o'clock on.
Comes out at 9 o'clock, yeah, and the new episode's already rated. So you know you're gonna get if you're watching an episode early, you're gonna review it favorably. I can't wait to like maybe we'll look back next week.
Recency bias.
Yeah, critic rating.
Were y'all happy to see Arnold Jr. again?
Yeah, sure. I'll let me some Golden Boy.
Yeah.
I like how they were like, we have one character that we could spin off, and we'll just go ahead and kill him.
Yeah, he was just like, get your ass to hell, because he's about to kill him. He didn't actually say that.
Pop up at some point.
Yeah, Golden Boy. I mean, it's cool that he's still like sort of like a regular in the show, but he's already dead. But yeah, I think he is like.
When was the last time he popped up?
I mean, I don't like he's basically just like Lamplighter. Wish they like made him like Solid Gold or something. That'd make more sense to call him Golden Boy. But
yeah, they should have just called him Flamer or something dumb.
Or like or some sort of like light power.
All right, let's get through it. So let's talk about the puppet scene. I just want to say it bad. All right,
I told you.
As far as puppet sex scenes go, terrible. Like I understand, like he's having like a psychotic breakdown in the middle of making love to this blonde chick. Which, by the way, what a hoe, dude. I mean, yes, we talked about the no boobs already, but this girl has been like first off, was naked like her entire first 2 weeks of college. She slept with like 2 or 3 guys. I mean, like just crunching the numbers over 4 years here. Dude, it's a good thing God U is going to get blown up this season because she would be like hitting 200 body count before she graduates at this rate.
Well, she was like topless when she held him down. She might as well get like, topless when she's like normal size with him. But I'm wondering if because that one guy wanted to sleep with her when she was small. I'm wondering if he wants to sleep with her when she's big.
Yeah, because that's what every guy wants to do is have his package feel extra small when he's making love to his lady.
Well, I figured he just wanted to like. Never mind.
Why doesn't she just eat more and then become the highest paid player in the WNBA? That's my question.
And then she'd like probably still make less than
ticket sales, buddy. Do not get the fucking left started on the pay gap. We're talking ticket sales for the WNBA. But I just want to point it out. I thought this could be an opportunity. I thought Gen V was gonna be like, hold my beer, Team America. We're gonna show you a sex puppet scene, and instead they were just like, cowgirl. Women are on top. Girls get it done. Girls get it come. So what a waste. That was dumb, and it smells like fish and popcorn or whatever. That was a bad joke.
Yes, I mean we all knew it was gonna happen.
Let's talk about the memories. Let's talk about the bottle episode itself.
Well, there was Andre's memory with Kate and Golden Boy meeting for the first time, and then he told Andre that he knew that they were banging before he died. So that was not really a shock, but it was like.
Also, can we just say that's not true? Also, because like we found out,
did they or was it
No, they were.
She made him forget.
Yeah, she was definitely cheating on Golden Boy. Which ironic because the first thing Golden Boy asks is if he can cheat off of her, right? So then, boom, cheating, right? Low morals. This country needs to do better. If you don't want your girlfriend to cheat on you, don't cheat on Tess. That's the moral of the story. Gosh darn it. But
yeah, wow.
Yeah. Think about it. Loose morals, loose test scores. What can I say?
And then there was Jordan's memory, which was
one more thing. So there's this big freak out, and it was like Golden Boy said he knew that they were like that his best friend, which Rob and I, we really thought he was gay, right? Like episode 1 or episode 2, we thought like Andre was gay, so that was just poor writing on their part.
On gay.
Yeah, Andre on gay. That's great pun writing. I love it. Or maybe like the writing was like that way on purpose, so it would throw us off. Because like, dude, my gaydar is terrible. So for me to be like that character is gay, like it has to be like intentionally written that way. But what I don't understand is like we found out the last words that Golden Boy said to Andre before he killed himself was "I love you," and I can guarantee you, if your best friend is fucking your girlfriend, that is not the last thing you say to him. In fact, you probably kill him in the process of killing yourself. Not just a big old bro hug and then exploding. So, bad writing.
Maybe he was like looking for an excuse to break up with her, and he gave her one. He gave him one. It's like I love you because now I can break up with her because she's cheating on you.
Now I can break up with you. But Kate, Kate had a very Jean Grey background story. Because I mean, this is all homages and making fun and satires of X-Men characters or whatever. Kate had the controlling ass mother, dude. Imagine like just not getting a hug or any love for like
Well, not controlling. The mother just hated her.
Yeah.
And just like didn't like want to be in the same room
with her.
Freaking
bunker door.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's got a lot of like self-hate because like you did this to your own child. Like you injected your daughter with
Gen V,
the blue stuff.
Compound V.
Compound V. There you go. Yeah, I was like, it's not Gen V.
Or how much of it was just like fear?
Well, fear's a good part too, right? So fear's a good part because you're afraid of what you don't know. But like, imagine you've got 2 kids. You greedily inject one of your kids with compound V, and because of that it makes you lose your other kid. Like, dude, you're
still
so
you're
so mad.
A bunker door for her powers.
Oh,
she doesn't have like strength powers or anything.
Yeah, gloves and pepper spray work great against Kate.
And so yeah, her power is very plot based. It seems she can like make people forget or just persuade them.
What about Jordan?
But, I mean,
but then
so Jordan's
crazy when
Jordan keeps quiet for Brink because he sees Brink trying to give Sam "quote unquote" steroids, and so Jordan keeps quiet.
Yeah. That's why Kate was cheating on him with Andre because his pee-pee was so small.
But makes sense. It probably also burned when he stuck it in. That's a herpes joke and a penis on fire joke. That's why you guys subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So
the long and short of this episode is that all these people suck dick. Which, for the record, I knew.
Except Marie.
No, Marie killed her parents out of anger, not embarrassment. She was also shown to be a piece of shit in this episode. Because, remember her little self, her self talked to her older self, and was like, "You killed them because you were embarrassed and they walked in on you and stuff." And it's like, oh, it wasn't like an accident. You like murdered your parents.
Well, and she also did. She had no idea about her powers, what was going on.
Yeah.
With her weird it seems to follow like what she's thinking, and the blood's like, oh, we need
to do this. Yeah, exactly. Right. She doesn't know how to control her powers, right? So she's just like, I'll stick my hand out and I'll just beg. I'll just beg that the blood do this. Like, please stop bleeding. Please clot. And that happens.
I'm pretty sure
it's like a horrible way to introduce your powers right there.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's going to have some sort of way to cure the virus with her blood powers.
Oh, good.
They made the virus. They made because remember Dr. Cordosa said, she doesn't know how
she saved
powerful
multiple
she is.
Lives with those blood.
But even the doctor said she doesn't know how powerful she is. So I'm pretty sure her plot-based blood power is going to be able to cure the virus.
Well, I thought you need to put a spoiler tag on that because that's definitely how this is going to end.
Dean Shitty is trying to kill all the soups with the virus, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Dean Shitty flashback where her entire family is killed by like Homelander or the Deep or A-Train or whatever his queen made.
It's probably Soldier Boy.
7 are going to show up.
Well, we've already seen A-Train. We've already seen the Deep. Who haven't we seen yet? I mean, obviously Homelander. I don't.
Oh wait, did A-Train show up in person? I've seen like little.
Yeah, he shows up on a
he was there.
Things.
He was there in like a opening video. I just got accepted to God, but so like he's like made a cameo. Deep's made a cameo. Queen made. Homelander might make a cameo. I mean, they're sort of like Anthony Starr's.
Yeah, it was just a commercial. He didn't show up in person or something.
Yeah, there's got to be like one of the actual boys characters who's got to show up. Do you think Huey, or maybe the French guy, or maybe Mother's Milk?
I mean,
I'm thinking maybe Mother's.
If it's anyone, you want to put the main fucker, Butcher, in there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, they had Picard and Deep Space Nine, so I mean, they probably want to get the main guy.
And there's a joke about having Picard in Deep Space Nine, but I'm not going to make it.
Make it so. Make it so, ho. So Dean Shitty is trying to
beat me down, Shitty. Yeah. So what about this virus? So this is cool. I like this. Like we find out what's happening in the woods. They're not just like testing on it. They're trying to create a virus.
Yeah, that was
clearly
crazy.
A virus to
what'd she
control.
Say right at the end?
Oh, can you make it contagious?
Make it contagious.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, wow, I didn't know we were going to get the origin story
for they like
COVID-19 in this.
They're really ripping off X-Men. They're doing the legacy virus already.
Yeah, what I wonder, are they planning on like just throwing it out there, or is it like a backup plan to control them?
No, I think it's.
I don't know.
I think it's both. I think they're going to throw it out there to control them because, like, they're planning to control Homelander. Was Homelander's kid, and that didn't work out so well. Or
well, she's probably. I think Stan Edgar.
They don't really have a way to control Supes. And Homelander, as we saw last season, is clearly losing his fucking mind. So, like,
and we don't have like exactly where on the timeline.
And this is an analogy,
but it's sometime after.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. It's very vague.
We don't have like an exact time.
This is definitely an allegory for the AIDS epidemic, right? Is that what the legacy virus is based on? With
that's where the
X-Men.
I think the legacy virus is just like a virus that was designed to kill mutants.
Well, yeah, but like the mean X-Men was like it was like a metaphor for the gay community. So it wasn't the legacy virus.
Well, basically,
I'm fairly positive the legacy virus was an HIV metaphor.
Well, the X-Men originally, because Stan Lee was just so fucking tired of thinking up origins for superheroes, so it was just like, what if they were just born with the superpowers? Well, we'll just call them mutants. And the editor was just like, no one's gonna know what a mutant is. Like, let's just call them the X-Men because they have extra powers. And he's like, well, who the fuck knows what an X-Men is? So it wasn't really until like Chris Claremont came around that the whole civil rights and
I thought it was
allegory
based
became
completely around. I thought it was like inspired because of the civil rights. It was just adapted.
No, it was basically
adapted to sell comics. Well, that's
Stanley
gross.
Was like, I can't think of any more fucking origins for these stupid characters.
I'm born with it. Well, so
because I've already done like a spider bite. I've already done gamma radiation. I've already done cosmic rays. I've already done like radioactive goo.
Everyone's parents are dead. Yeah, no, that makes sense. According to Legacy Virus on Wikipedia, it is strongly suggested to be an allegory for the AIDS epidemic.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like everyone you can find an allegory for anything if you think hard enough or just try hard enough.
If you want to write a PhD dissertation, you can make two things connect, no problem.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like Dean Schuttes just hates Soup secretly, and she just wants to kill them all. So like William Stryker in X2. But I don't know. We'll see. There's like how many episodes left? Just 2?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks like I saw the preview.
Total.
I saw the preview for the next one. It looks like it's going to be pretty action-packed. It's going to have the woman who can explode heads is going to make a cameo. So
the Congresswoman.
But someone.
Victoria Newman.
Victoria Newman.
Hello, Newman.
Hello. Pop.
Well, she can do the same thing Maria can.
You think it's just head popping or
penis popping too?
All the blood.
Yeah.
Maybe she can control blood too, and
head popping. Like
head popping is just the most effective way. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
Bobby. Also, caveat to where I was talking about before, not that. So the legacy virus is still largely associated with HIV/AIDS epidemic, allegorically speaking.
The X-Men.
In the X-Men comics, did you know that they made mutants immune to AIDS?
Oh, is that probably Grant Morrison's run?
That's canonical. It doesn't look like it.
Grant Morrison has some really weird ideas in his X-Men.
It doesn't look like it based on the art style I'm looking at. But like Angels in the room, he's a little homophobic.
He's a writer.
He's better Marvel.
But yeah, I mean, Grant Morrison had like a lot of weird ideas in his run. Like there was the Human, which were basically people who had like mutant organs grafted into their body so they could become mutants themselves. So, and then there was like,
can I read you a paragraph from CBR?
Yeah, go ahead.
While mutants were made immune to HIV and AIDS in the comics within the story, they did face an illness that could be interpreted as an allegory for the real world epidemic, both in its biological effects and cultural fallout. The legacy virus, which did affect mutants, was
you can say that about any epidemic, like the Spanish flu. I don't know why they're like latching on to HIV. Like literally any epidemic in history was what the legacy virus was based off of.
Well, didn't the government make the legacy virus?
You're asking if they made HIV, which is,
I mean, that's what I'm implying. I'm just fucking with you.
I haven't actually. Was that in like X-Force or who made the legacy virus? I thought it was like Strife from the future.
And thanks for tuning in to our review of Loki season 1.
Yeah, who invented the legacy? I thought it was Strife, who is a mutant, or was it Apocalypse? Because like the legacy virus was like made in the future, then they just released it in the present. X-Men is really, really freaking confusing. Okay, Strife is Well, Strife is a clone of Cable, who's a mutant. So I guess Strife is also
Wait
a mutant.
a second. So... I like what you said. I want to point out, like, your memory is much better than you give it credit for. The legacy virus was derived from Strife, but was originally a virus created from Apocalypse. So you're right on both fronts.
So not even the government, which you would think like the what's his name, William Stryker would do it. Or
wait a second.
Or Friends Against
Ultimate Marvel universe of the legacy virus was created by Nick Fury. In an attempt to replicate the super soldier serum. Ooh, that's just good writing. That's good writing right there.
Nick
I like
Fury
that a lot.
did it.
But Nick Fury did it trying to make the super soldier serum and instead created X-Men AIDS.
Yeah, so Tip, what do you think of Gen V this week?
Well,
last episode, bottle episode. Did you watch it?
I'll be honest, dude. Okay, Gen V is just too bloody violent. It's like gone over the edge of like I can like watch the boys and kind of laugh and stuff like that.
I think it's as violent as the boys. The boys is probably even more so violent.
I saw a man explode in another man's penis, and I saw that every night when I closed my eyes for maybe 3 to 4 days. That's real.
But we've seen full frontal nudity in Gen V so many times now that it's like
not full frontal female nudity.
Full male frontal nudity.
Yeah, it's an exhausting show. Like I'm tired after I watch it.
Me too.
You shouldn't be tired after you watch something.
This show is exhausting. Like get to
the head popper. The head popper's coming back next episode. There's probably
maybe they should just kill them all.
There's got to be at least one head popping. Oh, did y'all like it?
Oh, the head pop. Did you see 2 episodes ago when she made his penis explode? The head did pop.
Boo.
Oh,
so
thank you guys. Come on.
Were y'all shocked?
Get out of here.
The kid in the bathrobe. What the hell was his power? It just didn't age. Was that his power? With like Jack from?
His power was cannon fodder. He was just there to die.
Yeah, he was like the red shirt of the episode. I knew he was probably going to die. And they did the whole Inception or Matrix bullshit. Like if you die in the dream, you die, or like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
like you die in the dream, you die for real.
It's like, yeah, how do you know that?
It's kind of funny. Both Matrix and Inception both ripped off Nightmare on Elm Street. Like you die in the dream, you die in real life.
I mean, isn't that like? But that's like common just mythology throughout time, isn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't it also in my or the Cell? Remember, because my episode of Justice League Action, they go in the Joker's mind. And then I have something like if they die in Joker's mind, they die in real life.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. Yeah, you die in your sleep, you die in real life. Everyone.
There has to be stakes. There have to be stakes. Or you go to limbo, which is like basically Christopher Nolan's crappy way of not trying to rip off the Matrix, which is what it is. But yeah, so I don't know. I think Gen V was a lot better than Loki this week. I think Gen V.
Yeah, I hated watching both episodes.
The two, yeah. I mean, Gen V, I'm liking it
of the two.
Just out of habit now. Yeah. I'm like watching out of habit. Like the last 3 episodes have been a lot better than the first 3. But Loki is just like I just don't care. Yeah. I have no interest. Like I don't think the writers can garner interest again.
Can I interest you?
Dang, that's rough.
Please interest me in anything.
Wheel of Time season 2 is one of the best.
Okay, never mind.
I know. No, hear me out, dude. Because I was against it, dude. I made fun of season 1 so much last year or 2 years ago when it came out, right? But dude, season 2 is so effing good. I'll say that again. Season 2 of Wheel of Times is so fucking good. If you can just set the books down, get past your high horse, and realize this is happening. Shut the fuck up. This is happening. This is going to be different than the books. This is happening. Then you can enjoy season 2. Because like season 1 was so like it was like abrasive. It was so different than what you're used to. But like Star Wars, like if you notice, like everyone hates something new in Star Wars. And then you see it the second time and you're like, all right, not so bad. Okay, like remember Ahsoka. The first time we saw Ahsoka, that movie was terrible. The Clone Wars movie, awful. Then they reintroduce her in the Clone Wars TV show, and you're like, all right, America's new favorite Star Wars character. This is
you hear that, Bezos? We're promoting your show, so give us our own Zeitgeist It's exclusive on Amazon Prime.
I'm telling you, I would love nothing more than to come on and say I was wrong, and I cannot wait for season 3. But give it a chance. I'll tell you what. I watched The Witcher latest season.
Why?
Boring. Because my baby likes to eat at 3:00 in the morning.
Wait, The Witcher was boring?
Yeah, dude, it was so bad.
Wait, there was no boobs?
There's no boobs.
Plenty of penises though.
Yeah, there's.
Oh my God! What is up with
Yeah.
television showing dicks but no boobs?
It's progress. It's the whole like.
That's not progress.
This is the whole. How do you like it?
This is the
That is not progress.
This is the Me Too movement. No, it's not. It's not progress. So I don't know if you understand. I don't know if you ever realized this, but
the
feminism isn't about equality. Feminism is a
revenge.
Act. It's revenge.
Yeah,
that's what it is. So now they're like, all right, we'll take away all the cleavage in your superhero shows, but we're still gonna have Chris Hemsworth stripped down naked. So you can see it, so all the women can see his booty, butt, cheeks,
ball,
and so that all your sons turn gay.
So they're objectifying men, and you're no longer allowed to objectify women. I miss the days where I could just objectify men and women equally. If you had a great rap,
love that.
Whether you were born with it or you spin it at the Iron Gym, I don't care. I appreciate a good set of tits on Arnold.
See, that was the beauty. Major. That's the beauty of James Bond. Because James Bond was a total like he's a total like male chauvinist pig, like he fucks a girl, leaves her, and the women fuck him and betray his ass. Yeah, like 9 times out of 10 they betray him.
With him.
But like he doesn't. He has a healthy mistrust of women, and I think we should all take a little bit after James Bond.
I agree.
In our relations.
Those bitches.
No, I'm just kidding. That sounds horrific.
I
think that fair treatment of all people is fine.
Tip, you know that they were making James Bond woke now, right? Your next James Bond is most likely going to be a black woman.
No!
It's probably going to be Jada Pinkett Smith, to be honest.
Well,
wow, that's actually pretty. That's okay. So with wokeism, it's funny. I kind of see it almost as comical in a way, because it's like so instead of like
tomorrow,
like so.
What were you saying, Tip?
Yeah.
If you think about the population that the actors like who are selling like the demographic that they're selling the tickets to, the actors more or less represent the demographic that is selling the tickets. Like, and it's always been the case. Yep. But wokeism has somehow taken it to where like, oh, now the demographic is
well, the problem is Hollywood as an industry went woke, whereas the rest of the country with their dollars did not. I mean, like if you look like Rachel
the rest of the country being who would be like a certain demographic.
The buyers, the white men of superhero, the white men who bought superhero movie tickets for the last 20 years.
Let's continue this rousing
debate. It's a deep
week.
You got to dig deep into that one.
Look, this is just like
why not just have it now?
Hold on, guys. No, this is just like the WNBA.
Well, we're at 55 minutes. So
good. This will only take 2 minutes. This is at the NBA and like the WNBA. Like why does the WNBA make less than why do players of the WNBA make less than players of the NBA? The WNBA is subsidized by the NBA. No one shows up to the WNBA. We gave women their own basketball league, and women don't show up enough to support women to make enough money as the men do. That's the same problem that's going on with wokeism. You made the movies woke. However, the people buying the tickets, just like Bud Light, they're not woke. So they're not going to buy your woke shit. That's all it is. If you give,
so what will happen?
You want to fix Marvel? You give cleavage. You put cleavage and sex appeal back into phase 5. That's how you fix
the Marvel.
And then those ratings will go.
Sex sells. Sex sells. When you try to make your company, or you try to make all the actors or the characters in your company androgynous, sexless, asexual, non-binary characters, there's sex sells. And we take away the
good
sex.
writing. Good writing sells. The Dark Knight, I don't think.
What? Are you kidding me? How much porn have you watched with good writing? Case closed.
With
Shut the
Heath
fuck
Ledger,
up.
0.
Shut the fuck up with Heath Ledger. But that's what
I missed that. I missed that sex tape.
Good writing sells, but sex sells.
What
even
I
more.
Do in the Shadows with Heath Ledger's. So that's our show. next week we're going to do Loki episode 4 and then Gen V episode 7, I guess a penultimate episode of that. But yeah, it should be a good topic conversation. Invincible's coming next week. 2 weeks.
Ooh.
I think that's what we're actually excited to look forward to.
Yeah, we are.
Keeping the Amazon Prime subscription. Well, that's our show.
Yes.
You want to plug our social media, Mage?
Absolutely. The Zealots podcast. It's only one S, but I just want to emphasize it. The Zealots podcast. Find us on X, like Xylophone, formerly known as Twitter. We love you guys. If you appreciate the woke and anti-woke rants, these are all just for fun. Let us know what you think about these stupid ass TV shows. Can we just get back to writing?
Wait, where's Robbie?
I'm right here
in the stratosphere.
Robbie, I haven't heard a peep from you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Well, you'll hear him say bye. You'll hear him say, "I'm Robbie," because I'm forced.
I'm Robbie.
He's Robbie. He's Robbie.
Damn it.
I'm Robbie. We're all Robbie.
I'm Spartacus.
That's our show, everyone.
I'm Spartacus.
Thanks so much for listening.
I'm Z Zealots Podcast on Twitter.